My favorite memories of Jake would probably going to multiple concerts with him, whether it be Cruella. Or the Safe and Sound Music Festival.
Music. It is known in every culture around the world. It has severely changed over the years, as perfectly described by the Pentatonix in their evolution of music video. As you see, music has changed. It's definitely changed from the 11th century to the 2010s, and it's still going on right now. And everyone has their own different types of music, and everyone has their own taste.
It's probably rock and roll that provides some of the best shows, and it's all around. It's pretty enjoyable,
Country music fan.
All right, it's great.
I listen to a lot of 90s, a lot of EDM, a lot of stuff like that.
My favorite type of music is probably like psychedelic and like alternative kind of rock.
I do enjoy that alternative rock.
However, for this documentary, we are only going to be talking about one genre of music, and that is called EDM, electronic dance music. Now, I could go on about EDM and the subgenres within it, but for this documentary, I'm solely focusing on the concerts, the festivals that EDM has been involved in. Now, for the following people that I have interviewed, I had asked them a question that related to the amount of concerts that they have been to within their lifetime.
I went to my first concert when I was in 8th grade. I was 14, and I saw Van Halen, and that was pretty wild. I've seen 22 major concerts, like stadiums, and I've witnessed 29 different major bands.
I have gone to 3 concerts. I've gone to Rascal Flatts, Journey, and Chicago.
Rascal Flatts was the best. It's about 9. I've seen Trans-Siberian Orchestra, Fall Out Boy, Cruella, been to Safe and Sound Music Festival, saw my friend play at the Big Cheese.
I have been to none, however, I talked to people who have been to plenty, and I mean, loud music and like big crowds isn't exactly my thing, but I can dig it. All right.
11 and a half?
And a half?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Was that it? Yeah.
Now, as you can see, we have people who have been to a lot of concerts, we have some that have been to a few, and we have one who has not been to any. But all these people have some sort of knowledge of concerts and what goes on at them. With that being said, I feel like I should dive into what happens at concerts, both the positives and the negatives. To start off, we should probably talk about the negatives because there is a problem that has to be talked about.
I've witnessed drug abuse and alcoholism. I've witnessed one guy overdose at it was a pretty wild concert, but it comes with the crowd.
Well, I feel like overall your experience at the concert is defined by the people that you're with. If you have a few friends that make a poor decision, then it can negatively affect your experience at the concert.
Yeah, it's pretty. You see some pretty crazy people. Like they're usually not mentally with it, if you know what I'm saying. That means they're high, Phil.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like most places around the United States, drugs have become a problem, especially at raves. I'm not saying that every other concert is safe, I'm just saying that EDM concerts within themselves have that issue. Like, for example, you don't want to look like this at a concert. Now, it is very safe to assume that these two girls are under the influence. Of what drug, I do not know. But overall, drug use at raves are a huge problem. Huge. They may say, oh, drug-free, alcohol-free, high security, and you may think it's safe, but in actuality, it's not. Just like any other concert. Except for raves, when it comes to the hard-pounding music, the lights and everything, people feel the need to take ecstasy. It allows the person to have lots of energy. However, the one common thing that comes with ecstasy is the increased chance of dehydration, hypertension, heart or kidney failure, and increased body temperature, which can lead to death. It can. And I can guarantee there have been at least, for the concerts that I've been to, there's always been a drug problem, there's always been one person passed out. And it's sad to say that the places that I enjoy going to have issues like this. Now that the negatives are out of the way, we can focus on the positives of actually going to raves and concerts in general. Now, for me personally, I love going to raves. I do. I'm not the type that, uses drugs or alcohol to get, a good feeling out of it. I just enjoy it for the music and for the environment. But I'll let the interviewed people talk for me first, then I'll explain myself.
Well, for one, you get to pick what music you listen to, and you get to go see. You get to really immerse yourself in your favorite types of music.
And you get to hang out with your friends. Just hang out.
Probably the great bonding experience with the music and the soul.
What a great
of
bonding
the music.
experience.
Definitely the soul of the music, the experience it brings you.
Yeah, I mean, concerts are a great experience in general just because you're surrounded by people and you actually get to see the band itself rather than just being some proxy. They're a person who actually exists.
I don't care about nothing. You lift me off my feet. And when I feel you coming, it's zero gravity. It's zero gravity.
Some of the things I enjoy most are is the environment, the crowd, watching how the audience and the artists engage, the connection there. Watching the show in general, it's pretty cool. Just the performance, the energy, it's very entertaining.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Raves and concerts are a great way to bond and enjoy the music that you're there to see. And I would suggest anyone to go to a concert or a rave in general. And please don't do drugs. They may seem fun, but the risk that are involved in doing them, it's not worth it at all. And hey, take it from me, I've seen both sides. And it's safe to say that doing drugs at a rave isn't worth it, because at least when you're not on drugs, you can remember one of the best nights of your life instead of the night that you try to remember but you couldn't.